Alright, I'm here to talk to you today about how to properly measure for a hot tub cover. These are 5 easy steps. I'll give you a couple little introduction things, but then it's 5 easy steps to get the right cover for your hot tub. Alright, the first thing you want to make sure of is that you are measuring your hot tub itself and not the hot tub cover that you already have. The hot tub cover you already have may look like it's the right size and dimensions, but over time hot tub covers will shrink and they will stretch in different directions. So you may actually have a hot tub cover. So you may actually have a hot tub cover right now that is not the size of your hot tub. So let's make sure we get the right measurements, the right dimensions, and that means going with the hot tub itself. Alright, so we have 2 primary directions on our hot tub cover. What we're going to do is we're going to call this the hinge. This is the hinge length of the cover. You see that seam there? Some people call it a seam, some people call it a fold. We call it the hinge. Your hinge length is your first dimension, and on this one it folds over that bar. That's our hinge length. So we're going to measure that first, and then we measure across the hinge or against the hinge or across the fold, as some people call it. So you got your hinge length first and then across the hinge. Very important. Alright, so the first dimension we're looking for is the hinge length. On this tub, the hinge goes this direction, so we're going to measure from outside of the acrylic to the outside of the acrylic, and we're going to find that this one is 65 inches to the outside of the acrylic. That's dimension number 1. Now that we have our hinge length dimension, we're going to go across the hinge, and this length is going to be, really when you look at it straight down, it's going to be 83. As you can see how the acrylic flares out, so we want to make sure our skirt falls down. So we're going to go 65 by 83. 83 is our second dimension. Alright, probably the trickiest dimension is the third dimension that we're looking for. In this case, we're looking for the corner radius. The corner radius is the curve dimension. Some hot tubs have square corners, many of them have curved corners, and a lot of those are different. So it's important that you get the proper dimension on your corner radius. So you're going to line up the end of your tape with the outside edge of the acrylic. And you're going to look back down your tape. Once you get that, it's as if you put a straight edge there to make an imaginary 90-degree angle. That's where the end of your tape is. You're going to look back down that, and you're going to see where the curve of the tub comes off of the tape. In this case, it's between 6 and 7. When you're looking for a corner radius, it's counterintuitive, but you want the smaller number to be your number. In this case, I would say it's a 6-inch corner radius. That'll give you plenty of material to go around that corner. Again, it's counterintuitive, but if you think about it, if you said it was a 10 or 11, it's really going to cut off that corner. So if you're going to go between a couple of numbers like 6 and 7, you want to go with the smaller number for your corner radius. That's your third dimension. Alright, now your fourth dimension is going to be your skirt length. Again, if you measure your hot tub cover and your cover is older, your skirt will have shrunk up over time. So you want to go with the actual acrylic on this one. In this case, you can go with 3.5 inches and have a nice skirt. If you want to go 4, that's fine. 3.5 gets it done. That's your fourth dimension, your skirt length. Now the fifth piece of information you need to have is whether or not the hot tub is sunken down into a deck or if it's freestanding. In this case, it's a freestanding tub. This information will tell you which density foam you need to have for your hot tub cover. The stronger the density, the more expensive. However, it also gives you strength in case you have your hot tub down in a deck, or if people sit on the top or things like that. That shouldn't happen. It gives you more strength and more opportunity for the cover to withstand weight. So there you go, that's your fifth dimension. Alright, so for this hot tub we have our 5 pieces of information. We know that our hinge length is 65 inches. We know that across the hinge is 83 inches. We know that the corner radius is 6 inches. We know that the skirt length is 3.5 inches. And we know that the fifth piece of information, that our hot tub is sitting on a deck with no strength issues to be concerned about. My name's David, here to help. Hopefully that was helpful to you. Measuring out the dimensions of your hot tub can seem like an overwhelming task, but this is 5 easy steps. Hopefully that was helpful. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below.